Welcome to video 1 of your Morning Pages mini-series. Today we're going to talk about why even page? One of the hardest things I think about having ADHD is the inability to hold information and manipulate that information inside my head. That inability requires that I process things outside somehow. I often do that naturally in conversation, but the most effective way I have found to do that is by journaling. I have been journaling in different capacities and styles for nearly 20 years. So when I was introduced to morning pages while working through The Artist's Way, I felt like I was on firm ground in familiar territory. But I quickly discovered that morning pages was unlike any other journaling I had ever done. And there are some standout features that I suspect are all working together to stimulate the awareness and the changes that I've experienced. Let's highlight some here. When you page, it's just you and the page. They're not for sharing, they're not for posterity, and that has made them feel so safe. In all the years that I have journaled, I've always had this thought in the back of my head. What if I die and my journals are bequeathed to my family, to my kids? What are they going to think about what I'm writing? And that thought has subconsciously edited my writing. I don't do that with morning pages. They're not meant for anyone to read, not even me. They're not even meant to keep. Write them on loose leaf paper and burn them after if you're nervous about somebody finding them. The task of morning pages is for the moment, and that's it. That's where the magic happens. And a fringe benefit of the safety of pages is that they have become a place that I have been able to unmask. I have spent so much of my life manipulating myself into a form more palatable for others that I actually lost the ability to be truly self-aware because I'd lost sight of me. Pages are where I started to find me again. The person that I actually am when you take away all that stuff that I think other people want me to be or wish I was more like. And the act of paging forms this mind-body connection that unites the spiritual and the physical that I think breeds wholeness. Your whole person is at work when you page. I like to think of it as a physical meditation. And that strikes me as being very Catholic. The Catholic Church has always accounted for the physical in addition to the spiritual, and journaling shares that physical expression of a spiritual reality. And that combination allows me to be uniquely present. I am present to the page while I'm simultaneously present to the thoughts and emotions and other physical sensations that are coming through. And the page only works if the words come out one at a time, forcing my thoughts to slow down and form a single file line, a luxury that I do not get inside my ADHD brain. And once I started doing this daily, I was surprised how bits of what I'd paged started welling up when I needed to be reminded of them. And for something written only once and never reread, that particular effect is very interesting. But I think I chalk that up to the consistency of the practice, not any one page in particular. To put it all even more simply, at the heart of morning pages is a quest. Ultimately, you can't heal something you don't know is broken. You can't retrieve something you don't know is lost. You can't chase dreams you haven't had yet. And it is really hard to follow the will of God when you don't know where He's calling you. Pages start to investigate all of that. And not only investigate, you'll start to uncover the answers. So today we're going to do a trial run. Grab something to write with and something to write on, and just start writing. Stop when you've filled 3 pages. Tomorrow we'll talk more about the specifics and guidelines that Julia Cameron teaches. But for now, get paging, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.